Great moments in video game history on today's episode. Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of the Cartridge and Disc Podcast. And welcome to another reading of old articles. I like doing this, guys. I mean, this is what I do whenever I get a couple of minutes if I just need to clear my head, and just not think about anything. I actually just watch and read old media, and this is what I do. So if you like this kind of stuff, if you're a degenerate for video games like I am, I welcome you to the channel. And let's read this article from back in the day. This is from EGM. This is November of 1990. There's so much content in this magazine. It's actually one of my favorite ones. So let's get to reading here. Final Fantasy VII. Finally, the fantasy continues. And before I begin, let me just warn you, English is my second language, and I do have an accent, so I will do my best, guys. I will do my best. And the reason I do this is because I like to practice my English reading. Okay. So Square has been giving game players some of the finest role-playing games ever created for years. Final Fantasy III on the Super NES sold really well for Square, and it continues to be one of the best games ever made for that system. With the advent of the 32-bit, Square has jumped ship from Nintendo's wing and started making games for Sony's PlayStation. And I'm trying to hold the phone here at the same time. Hopefully you guys can read along. If not, you can listen if you're driving in your car, what have you. Following up their success with Tobal #1, Square finally delivers what everyone has been waiting for, another chapter in the Final Fantasy saga. Game players have been able to experience a small portion of the game through a demo disc. Remember those? That was included with Tobal when it was released in the US last November. For those of you who didn't get a chance to check out the demo, what follows is a preview of the type of gameplay and graphic flair that gives only a taste of what is to come. Final Fantasy VII fills 3 CDs. 3, wow, with some of the best adventure gameplay ever seen on the PlayStation. Originally, Square had planned the game to fit on 2 CDs, but realized halfway through development that the game was getting too big. In order to make the best game that it could be, they added a 3rd disc. So in late September, Square announced that they were delaying the release of the game by a month to make sure that the title lives up to expectations. The demo begins with our hero, Cloud, joining the Avalanche team to blow up the Makora plant. You must make your way into the plant and set the bomb that will destroy the plant and bring an end to the government's tyrannical reign of terror over the population. The music in the final game will be over 100 tracks, composed by Nobuo Uematsu. Okay, I'll begin the second page shortly here. But, for me, this is what I find, cool to look at the pictures, reminisce of what we were thinking back in the day. I remember this game has so much hype. There was even t-shirts. I really wanted the t-shirt, guys. I wanted that t-shirt so bad, and I could never get it. I couldn't get it. I was about to have a kid, so, I just had to prepare for that. And video games, other than magazines, I couldn't experience a lot of them. I was a young fellow, and I was just really trying to take care of my family. So I had to live vicariously through a lot of these magazines. And, Final Fantasy VII was one of those times where, that's what I had to do. So let's continue here. If the music from the demo is any indication, the soundtrack will be amazing. And, eventually I did get to play the demo because I got it, I think, through a Game Crazy. I can't remember. I can't even remember, but I know I bought it used, and that's how I ended up playing Final Fantasy. But anyway, the graphics in Final Fantasy VII are amazing computer-rendered graphics that are superbly detailed, complement the game's dark futuristic look. The characters are made up of 3D textured polygons, but still have a hand-drawn look. Okay. That is important in continuing the heritage of the Final Fantasy series. Tetsuya Nomura can be credited for bringing the characters successfully into a polygon world. During the intro, you follow a peasant girl from a darkened alley into the streets. From this simple scene, the camera pans into a scene of the Makoto factory. The camera then zooms down into the center where the train station is located, and the Avalanche team begins their mission. At the ATB, active time battles system that Square has used in Final Fantasy VI, our AR3, and Japan's Final Fantasy V looks almost identical to that of previous games. Some improvements have been made, including a special meter, which when full allows characters to pull off supercharged attacks. Also new is a summon command that brings special creatures to life to pull off graphically impressive and devastating specials. Set the bomb and successfully escape from Shinra Makoto plant, and the demo is over. A fantastic way to end just a small sampling of what is to come. As the January 31st Japanese release date nears, anticipation of this game grows. US gamers will be playing Final Fantasy VII this year. All right, cool. And there's a couple of gamers' ages here. See, the special attack meter fills up during battles and allows each character to pull off a super special move that racks up some devastating damage on the enemy's party. I mean, stuff that you guys know about the game. Guys, this is what I do. I don't know if anybody else does this, especially now in the world that we live in where, everything's fast, everything is in a rush. People are rushing to get that, including me. I don't want to excuse myself from this, especially when it comes to memes or jokes or whatever. But, everything's so quick, and sometimes I just need to stop, and look at our trajectory, look to where we've been in gaming, and what a long its way has been. This magazine is 33 years old, and I enjoy reading it more than any magazine that comes out today. I guess that's what retro's all about, right? Hey, if you like these kind of videos, make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. It does really help. And I hope you guys are enjoying the shorts. I try to keep you updated on whatever's out there the best way that I can. Guys, now I have to go back to to daddy duties and get ready for some diaper changing. I thank you for joining me. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I earned your subscription. Make sure to hit that like button. And if you'd like to, please subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.